Hey, welcome to Dave's DIY. Um, so I was making coffee. I finally ran out of creamer the other day, and I had this bottle. And actually, this isn't the exact bottle. I had another bottle that was just like it, and when I went to wash it out, I had the water really hot already, and when I poured the water in, shook it around, and dumped it out, it collapsed. And by collapsed, I mean it. So it got me thinking. I wonder if I could cut this up and maybe like doodle on it. I've heard of shrinky dinks, which is like this little these little plastic things you draw on and put them in the oven and you bake them. They shrink really, really small, but still look the same. Now, I don't know if that'll work with this or not, but I am curious to try. I want to get the label off so that I can see like a good spot to cut. I guess it's going to come off in rings. There we go. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut some of this up here and I'm going to take a couple of Sharpies. So I'm going to take just some fine tip Sharpies and that doesn't come off. All right, we're going to have to cut it up. Now, we have this little piece of. Now, I did wash this, you know. I washed it because I knew I was going to do this, but I haven't had the time. I've been busy with other things. But I'm so curious, and I wanted to record it. And if you wanted to do it at home, you would be able to do it yourself at home. Because all this is literally just some plastic creamer bottle. Now, there is a particular type of plastic that will shrink. This, I think it will because I saw it shrink with hot water. Now, I have a heat gun, and the heat gun gets a lot hotter than that. And I've got some handy hands, and we're going to try this and see what happens. If you were to do this at home, you could put it in the oven. I would Google, well, I'm recording with my phone. And my Alexa is not hooked up, unfortunately, not yet. So there's a way to do this in the oven. You should Google it. Be safe. Don't just stick it in the oven. But there's a way to do it if you don't have a heat gun. If you don't feel comfortable with the oven method, a hair dryer might do it on like the highest setting. I know hot water did it, and the hot water was probably 115 degrees Fahrenheit. But I've got a heat gun, so I'm gonna rotate my camera down here. I put this so there's a dome on it. Maybe it won't move around so much. I don't even know what to draw. Tell you what, I have an idea. I don't know if it'll translate. I have yellow. Will it draw? It will. It's not even visible. All right, that's fine. I'm not even worried about it. We'll just stick with something else. We'll put some faces on it, maybe. Yeah. Oh, I am drawing just some random stuff. I have no idea. That looks like kind of like an angry tomato. Can you see that? Let me put something, a little notepad behind it. Man, an angry strawberry, right? I don't know. All right, put a little red on there. I'm only doing this because I want to see if it will shrink the picture. So we'll put a little red around the outside like hair. And I don't know if it will work. If it does, then I will probably do something a little different with it later, but I wanted to share this project. And I'm not even doing voiceover on it or anything, so it's whatever my mic sounds like, that's what it sounds like. And these little polka dots to make it look like a strawberry. Maybe it doesn't look like a strawberry anymore. Oh Lord! All right. Well, we're gonna try this weird looking, angry looking. We're gonna try to shrink this down, and I don't. I'm sorry, but that's just not what I really meant to draw. I was supposed to go to bed. Let me move my camera up just a little bit, because I want you to be able to see what I'm doing. I really meant to go to bed, and the people on Discord are gonna be like, "I thought you were going to bed." I'm like, I thought I was too. All right, so the next step, we need to cut this down. Leave yourself enough room to put it on like a key ring or something. Again, this is really just to test this plastic to see if this plastic will melt. Not melt, shrink. All right, so I've got the picture cut out, and I'm gonna grab my handy hands and bring it on down and hold it, because I'm not about to blast my hands with a heat gun. No way. So let me see if I can angle you where you can see with me. Where's the camera? There's the camera middle. And I guess I should also stick a sheet of paper behind it, so you can see if it shrinks. I'll have to put this at a weird spot. Does that help? Not really? All right. I don't want to hit it like too directly, but I am kind of working around the edges some. And I'm holding it at a pretty good distance. Like, I'm not even close enough. I don't want that to get too hot, but it's supposed to shrink. And if it does the same thing that it did in the hot water, don't curl, don't curl. Maybe that's supposed to happen. I'll hit it from the back a little bit. Oh, warpage. Again, this was supposed to be done in the oven, so. Curl from the underside. Curl from the underside. Curl from the underside. Oh no. Well, I'll say one thing. It is shrinking, but this should be done in the oven. And if I'm honest, I would put it between something to keep it flat, like maybe between two pieces of foil or something, or maybe even between some glass. I'll tell you what. Here's what we'll do. It's working. You see what we got so far? It has shrunk quite a bit. It's about half its size. I didn't draw it that small. Can you see that? I guess not. Let me put something behind here for reference. There you go. It's shrunk a lot. Now what I'll do, if you'll give me one moment, I'm going to pause and I'm going to go stick this in the oven with something glass or metal on top of it to flatten it out. And I'm going to see if this will work. So give me one moment. Okay, so admittedly, I didn't really do the greatest of jobs, but after getting it in the oven and baking it, I had the oven door open and I had it on 300 degrees Fahrenheit, and I just let it sit in there and I watched it, and it shrunk by quite a bit. It didn't shrink as much as I would hope, but this was about that big when it went in the oven, and now it's just a little bitty, like quarter size. So this plastic did shrink quite a bit. There's the hole. I don't know if you can see, like, the original hole. It shrunk by quite a bit, but I think it would have to be done in the oven the whole time, and I would probably sandwich it between something because it did curl. It did not actually curl any worse than the heat gun, ironically enough. But I wanted to share that with you. That I was kind of excited about trying to make me one of these little shrink things, and I'm gonna just put it up on my pegboard. Not pegboard, but I've got a little wall of stuff here that I put doodads I've built. I may just stick it up here somewhere, so the next time it's in there, maybe somebody will notice and like, what's that little thing? Be like, oh, that was a really bad failed attempt at making a shrunken drawing of an angry red-headed strawberry looking thing. Here for check it out one last time. Will it focus? That is the big question. Will it focus? Maybe if we rotate this away, maybe it just needs that extra oomph of light. Sometimes it's a light issue. Is it a light issue? No, it's not. Either way. Thanks for stopping by and checking it out. I just wanted to share that with you. I'm probably going to play around with this. I've got quite a bit of this bottle left, and there is no telling what else I may make with this. I've got some other stuff I'm working on. I've been working on a frequency list, or rather, I've been calculating out capacitors for bandpass filters, and I like doing it the long way. It's a little more soothing that way. I did a spreadsheet on it just to keep the numbers in line, but I'm calculating out the capacitance by hand. Anyway, that's all I got for you.